Hello motivators, welcome back to my channel. Hola familia. And if you love anything beauty or makeup related, then you're in the right spot. And today's video, we are going to be talking about the newness in beauty, new launches, a new brand chisme, and just my overall thoughts on what is going on. Because sometimes I feel like there's so much launches and launches. I feel like it's slowed down a little bit, especially in the indie beauty space. And I think the big launches too, like I don't feel like ColourPop is coming out with so much things like all the time, like every three freaking days, like, or 3 hours. But I feel like it's kind of, because for a while it was kind of giving me like a little bit of anxiety, like, ooh, I can't keep up. And I'm, have to make content, I have to do swatches. But yes, now I'm back. So if you want to know what new things are coming and my thoughts, then keep on watching. First thing we're going to talk about is ENSLY Rain Cosmetics. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Do not come for me. Okay, it's already launched and these palettes are so freaking gorgeous. I will throw those pics up. Like, come on. Beautiful. Okay, and the palettes are going to be $55 for the Flourish one. 50 was for the Flutter one. We have the pressed singles, $15 to $17, dust $15 to $17, blushes $9, lip gloss is $16, and then the whole overall collection bundle is going to be $315 value for $280, and comes with the palettes, the singles, the dust, the blushes, the lip glosses. And you can use code EARTH if you are ever shopping with ENSLY, Rain Cosmetics. If you want to, it is affiliated. Okay, now this launch, if I post this up, it is so pretty. Even the lighter, like toned palette, like there's a bright one, and it feels like that there's a more dark one, and the products that come with it just makes sense. And it has that fairy look. It's so pretty, very eye-catching, and it wants me to buy it. It's so pretty. I think I will pick up the palettes, and I want to try the Moon Dust and blushes. I'm obsessed with blush. Okay, I love blush. I love everything good. It's already out. I will let you know if it's sold out or not, but definitely check them out. Such a good brand, such good marketing too. I think they did well with this launch. More beauty brands being sold, like One Size, that is associated with Patrick Starr. And Patrick Starr had mentioned before that he has a partner, so he doesn't really own full ownership of his brand. It says One Size and IG Care Hair are evaluating their next steps. And this is from Business of Beauty. They made an article that says 2024 revenues are projected to reach 115 million for One Size and 80 million for IGK. Miami-based brand incubator Luxury Brand Partners has tapped investment bank the Sage Group as a financial advisor. So I think they're in the works of selling off the brand for a chunk of money, do away with stuff. Maybe they'll stay like collaborators or people that have a say-so on like, oh, I like this product or this type of packaging. Who knows what's going to happen? But I feel like more brands they are letting bigger corporations buy them because they have the financial means to like up their game, get them into certain stores, stuff like that. Do I think it's a bad and good thing? Maybe, because the things could change, because whoever created it for like a certain vibe and people love it. And then I've noticed sometimes when big corporations buy these brands, they change it and it's just like not the same. Okay, and they lose consumers like that. So just so you know, that could happen with One Size. Do you remember Beauty Bakery? It was like this cutesy brand all about like baking, but with baking with makeup. Well, the owner was not gonna sell the brand. They were gonna shut it down and not sell it, from what I last read, and they've been gone for a while. And honestly, I knew that they were gonna be gone because they were just like, nobody was using them. Nobody was excited about it. I think the social media has stopped a little bit. And honestly, I have tried one of their lippies, and they're known for the lippies. I wanted to love it. It was like this weird color, and I'm like, oh, put it on. It wouldn't stay on for some reason. I didn't have any product on my lips. It wouldn't just stay. It was streaky. I don't know if it was bad, but it turned me off. So first impressions matter. Turned me off from the brand. Haven't bought from them since. Do I like this news that somebody has acquired them and for a undisclosed amount? Yes, because it says they're gonna be doing new products. I kind of want to try them, but if it's like not interesting, if they launch something that's not interesting to me, I will not buy it. Hopefully, I want to try this brand. Hopefully they have the same formulas for certain stuff that people did like, and then new formulas and change, you know, with this growth and being acquired. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know if you are. Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's talk about the Sublime Blooms from Pat McGrath. Now this was a launch of like quads and like I don't know, bloom line and duos, highlighting kits, stuff like that, mascara, and it's like from $56 to $250 being the bundle. And I'm like, oh, the packaging's always looking good for Pat McGrath, but I have tried their blush and I wanted this blush so bad. It was sold out. Finally got it. I feel like it cost so much for me personally. And then I'm like, okay, what's the big deal, right? Maybe I have to try their like foundation or something, because I heard their foundation's good, but I'm like, I'm not gonna spend money on like eyeshadows and blush like just for it to be, I mean, any brand to be just as good, you know? So the packaging is beautiful. If you have the money, I mean, I would pick this up if I had that extra cash for all this. But do I think that they keep coming out with the same brown in an eyeshadow palette? Yup. Do I feel like these blushes or highlights have been done before? Yeah. But I don't know. It's eye pleasing, of course, but I'm not gonna spend money on it. Sorry. And that's already available online if you're interested. Okay, breaking news. Places, retail stores are switching to more fragrance focused. Okay, and a fragrance focus could be why I'm seeing so many brands launch fragrances. You know, indie brands have been doing it though before like these big brands like Fantasy Cosmetica. You know, I have an affiliate code with them and I've got their eyeshadow palettes, but then they have come out with like matching fragrances for the eyeshadow palettes. And I'm like, wow, that was such a good idea. And they've been doing that. I haven't got my hands on them. I'm like waiting. I don't know why. Why am I waiting? Like, I want to get their fragrances. So if I'm ever going to try a brand that has a fragrance, it's going to be from them. I think it's because I'm just trying to use up all the fragrance I do have from like the past before I started getting into like all this indie makeup related and indie fragrances. So I'm trying to use all that up because I do like to use my products up before I just keep piling up junk, you know? It would be from Fantasy Cosmetica. I'll buy that. So if you were seeing that trend like I was seeing it, they made an article about it. And it has to be from like the statistics that's in this article saying like they did statistics where people were coming more to the retail stores because of the fragrance. And that increased their sales. So they're seeing this, and I know the numbers aren't gonna tell them to, you know, not do fragrance. The numbers are telling them to do fragrances. So we'll be seeing like an increase of fragrances probably from like every single brand. Next is Artitude Cosmetics. Metamorph, the palette is releasing July 31st at 12 p.m. CST. If anybody knows me, I'm so into purple, except that ugly purple. You know who you are. You know who you are. I'm into purple. This palette, I have to pick up. I'm sorry, I can control myself in other things, but when it comes to purple and this palette looks good, swatches look good and stuff like that, and I want to try this brand, I can't stop myself. Okay, it's beautiful. My God, the names under the eyeshadows get me. If indie brands can do it, I feel like everyone should do it. There's some brands out there that still don't do that, and I'm like, just do it. It helps with people who are making like posts like me about like eyeshadows that they're using and stuff like that. The next brand I want to talk about is Sinful Echoes. They're coming out with these gel eyeliners. Now I'm using up all the gel eyeliners I have from like Mel Cosmetics. I think they're a little bit more expensive than this one. This is $14 each, but the shades are like a blue and a red. I want other shades. I guess I wish they had more. Maybe they do. I will look, but I'm just seeing Amulet and Dreamscape. That's it. And I just feel like maybe if they came out with other, you know, colors, I would get it. But for right now, it's gonna be like a no for me. Then we have It's Belle Cosmetics coming out with a new collaboration. And I'm like, yes, I'm here for it. I want to see this. I'm very interested. I've been wanting to try this brand, but nothing has caught my eyes but a collaboration. Now I have to see what it's about, but I love collaborations because it's getting these, they like to pick, with any brands, they like to pick like people I've never heard of, and then they come out with like the greatest things, like I feel like.
Okay, so found out the collab was between Breezy Beauty. I've never heard of this collaborator or person online. I did go follow them. We have $39 and $32 for each palette, and then $63 on sale right now. Available. It is beautiful. I do still want to try it.
Next, Huda. This video came out. She's wearing something, okay? I don't know if she's trying to advertise foundation or she's trying to advertise like a primer, but I'm here for it. I've had Huda products. Eyeshadow has been good. The lippies were okay to me, but the highlights and everything, like, oh my gosh. And the face products, I did have their foundation a long time ago when it had that nasty smell, but it still looked good on the skin. So I'm totally interested in this new face product. Like, I think after all these years, I think I'm gonna pick that up from Huda. I do like and want their face products. Okay, the next thing I'm so excited to talk about is DD's Signature in collaboration with Makeup on Your Radar. Another like makeup release, like Instagram. They are so nice. Like, they're honestly amazing. Jamie has just been so uplifting and so like, I don't want to cry. Been so good to me and my sisters, just like encouraging us. So I'm so excited that a collab, even after like many shutdowns of their Instagram just for sharing makeup and beauty related things, like I hate that. 4 5-pan 26mm mini eyeshadow palettes, each and every one of them looks so pretty. I have not tried this brand, and this will probably be my first try because the packaging, it's like peacock themed. The eyeshadows inside, come on, you can't tell me that that doesn't make your eyes like, and your brain be like, get. And it's a pre-sale, starts August 16th. Launch date is August 20th. You can use code RADAR10. And let's see here. Ooh, there's one that's just iridescent and multi-chrome eyeshadows. Very pretty, very beautiful, so exciting. Congratulations, Makeup on Your Radar. And then we have, the last thing I'm gonna talk about is a brand that just launched, and it's going to have their first eyeshadow launch Friday, August 2nd at 11 a.m. CST. Hopefully I'm gonna say this right. It's Blairdell MUA Cosmetics. So sorry. I do like their little logo of the camo. Now the packaging, I feel like the lettering is throwing me off, like brown on brown because of the picture. I think they should have put like gold lettering raised. But you know, this is their first time. Like, I'm just saying what is eye-catching about it. What's eye-catching, or I'm just letting you know like what I'm like. I'm just letting you know my thoughts on like what like stops me in my tracks. I'm like, but then I look at the inside and I feel like that's a good launch. I do like that this is a new brand and they have the shade names under each shadow. How can indie brands do this and bigger brands can't do this? What? Like some of them. The shades in here look beautiful. It matches the overall theme. It's called The Hunter and the Prey. Perfect for that theme. And I like how it's laid out in here. I like that there's not a repeating shade in here that I think really like you could have just did another shade. No, this looks perfect. And I think I will pick that up. It's 45 Canadian and roughly 32 in USD. Congratulations. I think this will be a successful launch because of how pretty and how it matches the overall theme. I can't wait to see what's going on with this brand in the future. So, you know, shout out other brands that you've seen launched, or new palettes, new goss, new cheese mat to talk about. And I'll see you in the next video. Adios.